Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on the video. This is another episode of While I Was Out. I had to hurry back and get here with this one because we don't want the momentum to die down. Oprah sat down with our royals, Prince Harry and Meghan, and I'm just gonna say they confirmed what I'm sure we've all already knew about this family. We've known that they had their racist tendencies, with Princess Diana. She started seeing that Muslim, and they little dirty slip started to show. The media, the people, and the family, because they weren't really approving of Diana to begin with. The fact that she was an around the way girl, and she didn't come from a royal family herself. And so it took a minute for the media and for the people of England to come to grips with Diana, being their princess and marrying their prince. And they never really came to grips with that, because they ran sis off a road. Harry could see that coming a mile away with his own wife and with his own situation. He could see the damage that the media and that the families, their lack of support. He could see how all of these things were playing a part in Meghan's depression. They talked about a lot of stuff, like they spilled some tea. I don't know why we not gonna just call a thing, but I guess, everything is so, let's not upset the hierarchy of things, or let's not deter from their cultures and, that sort of thing. And we're not going to call racism. We're just going to say it's something else. And I'm not here for that. I am not here for that. If y'all going to sit down with Oprah and this is going to be about, taking the mask off of everything and, showing us a little bit of what we didn't know about, this family and about the people of England and about all of that going on over there. If they're going to show us a little something, then they have to go all the way in and dive all the way in and call racism. Because that's what it is. They can't continue to make light of it, or make it seem like the institution. No. The media is racist. Some of your family members are racist, Harry. If you can't even get support from your brother, from your daddy, something is wrong with that. And especially when his father went through the same thing with Diana. So it's like, you should know what this is, when the people don't accept, who you've chosen, to take as your wife. You should get it. And he should be the most supportive, but he's the least supportive. We found out that Diana did leave them some money. She left them a lot of money, actually, between him and his brother. And it's like she knew. She knew what was coming down the road. She knew that eventually, somewhere down the line, that her children were going to have to support themselves, outside of being a royal. And there might come a time where they are cut off. There might come a time where, they're going to need their own source of income, outside of what they were getting, what they were being compensated for, for working and being, a royal. Having a title and that sort of thing. She knew, and she left her boys a nest egg, and that was smart. Diana was 20 steps ahead of them people, and she knew, and I'm glad she did that for them. Harry and his brother they're very different when it comes to how they coped with everything. Harry's brother and Kate, they ran with it. They ran with it. They are rolling with the punches. You know, they don't go against the grain. They are, you know, straight and narrow. They're going to follow all the rules, all the laws, the way that things are supposed to go. They're going to do that. They're not going to deter from that in any way. Harry, on the other hand, is sort of a revolutionary, and Harry ain't with it. You know, he's a lot like his mom, and Harry can't do it. He can't do it. He's not doing it. Kate is fine with that. It's like she was raised, you know, whatever you like. She one of those, whatever you like. I've been bred and raised to serve you, my king. Whatever you like. That's Kate. Kate don't have, she ain't giving no pushback on nothing. Kate is not ruffling feathers or nothing like that. She's doing what she's supposed to do, and the people are happy with Kate. She lets us in on Meghan. I'm talking about, you know, we talk about her mental state and everything. We saw on screen, you know, the trickling down of it all. You know, we see her in one way at first, and then see her again, and it's like she look a little downtrodden. See her again, and it's like, damn, what's wrong with Meghan? She just looks depressed, like the life is just out of her. Like no life in her eyes at all. You know, it was alarming. We didn't know what was going on. Like that's our sis. You know, but yes, and you know, the fact that she's American and everything like that, but she's sis, she's black. Okay? She's a black woman. And so by default, I'm already empathizing with her, you know, being a black woman, and you know, in this situation, she's not accepted in any way by anybody other than her husband, you know. And the family try to, let me not say the family, grandma, the queen, she's accepting behind the scenes, you know. She's fine behind the scenes, but when it's time for a photo op, when it's time to be out in the public eye, she ain't really standing with them. And I got a problem with that. If you're just going to stand by and, you know, watch what's happening, you just going to watch it go down without stepping in and doing what you can. You the queen. You can get the media to leave her alone. You can get a whole lot of things to change, and yet you don't want to step and move in that direction because that's just the way that things are. You know, we want to keep the bloodline white, pure, blonde hair, blue eyes. That's some bullshit. Yeah, I can't get with that. I can't stand by any. I can't stand by that. Like, granted, you know, black people, we want to keep our bloodline black too. And I'm sure the Asians want to keep their bloodline of Asian descent, and Hispanics, and so on and so forth. We all, you know, want to keep it going. But certainly, you know, in situations where our child or cousin or somebody bring home somebody of a different race, you alarmed. Of course, you like, now wait a minute. You know, but you have to be accepting. You know, like 9 times out of 10, you bring your white boyfriend, your white girlfriend around, you know, to grandma them house. They're going to be looking crazy at first. But, you know, we're accepting. We are accepting as a people. Sort of. Sort of, because we have our ways. But I'm saying that to say, if, you know, somebody along the lines, you know, throws in a different, you know, nationality in there and it changes the bloodline a little bit, it's not that big of a deal. You know, nobody's cutting you off. Nobody is putting you out on the street. Nobody is, you know, running to the blogs and telling this one and telling that. It's not that big of a deal. But with this family, like, they're making it a big deal. The fact that you brought this black woman home and y'all gonna have these black kids. No, what's gonna happen? You know, like, you're messing up the way things flow in the kingdom, and they just can't have that. To me, that's bullshit. That is bull, okay? Why can't he have a black wife? Why can't another, you know, somebody else down the line, why can't they bring home an Asian woman? Or a Hispanic woman? Or a woman from the Middle East? You know, like, why not? Why not? And then why can't they hold their titles? Why is the race the deciding factor in whether you're going to be royalty or not. Because that's bullshit. Anyway, when it comes, and like I said, when it comes to his brother and Kate, Kate is a hater. She's a hater. She wants it all. It's all got to be about her. You know, she's Kate. You know, for years we were, you know, looking into Kate's life and what Kate got going on, and they got these kids, and oh, she's pregnant again, and what is she wearing? You know, all of that. And now it's Meghan. And y'all know how it is when a black woman is getting a lot of press, you know, and a lot of media attention because she's fine and she's, you know, educated and she's coined all on her own. And, you know, she's well-to-do. She really didn't need to be latched on with the prince. But, I mean, it's a nice plus. Sis was living her own life, doing her own thing. They mad. They are mad. I don't know about you, Kate. I didn't know about Kate to begin with, but now it's F Kate, F Charles, F Henry, F the Queen. She can go too. She can go too. I remember Paul Mooney once said in a stand-up, if he ever saw the Queen, he'll snatch her purse. And those words could never be more true for me as well. Like, Tui, forget you. I'll push you down, lady. Sorry asses. And who was the person that had something to say about the color of the baby's skin? Who was that? Harry, I'm going to need you to name drop. Don't be throwing that out there and then not telling us who said it. Who said it? So we can go and drag them. You know, the black delegation. That's what we do. Let's find out who said it. I'm going to go with his brother. Brother or dad. One of the two has something to say about, it's a whole conversation about how dark will the baby be. First of all, look at Harry and look at Meghan and how dark you think the baby gonna be. Not that dark. Granted, you know, two black people can produce a white and a black child, you know, so stranger things have happened. But no. That redhead man, that redhead white man, and this fair-skinned, biracial black woman was not finna create a chocolate baby. So y'all was worried about nothing. I don't even know why it matters. You know, they're telling the woman her child ain't gonna have no protection. It's just like, what? So because he's a black child, black people don't get the protection in the at the, you know, at the palace? We don't protect black people in the palace, just the whites? Is that what we do? Is that what they do? They don't get no protection. They don't get no security. They don't get no title. All because he's black. I'm glad that a lot of these racists who have, you know, been hidden under a rock and been, you know, hiding in the shadows, doing their racist stuff behind the scenes, you know, underhandedly, you know, not really overtly racist. But I'm glad that those individuals are, you know, being called to the carpet, put in the hot seat. I'm glad about it. Royal family or not. You know, I never understood why we over here in America care so much about them people anyway. I never understood that. The stuff be on the TV and I be like, why we care about the Queen? Why do we care about the Queen and her royal family? I don't care about them people because they don't care about me and my people. So why do we care so much as a country? Like, it's really on every news outlet. We all just digest, you know, just dissecting this situation and talking about these people, giving them all this airtime. And for what? For what? Because we knew that racism was, you know, rampant. It's in them. It's not all of them. Let me throw that out there. All white people are not bad. All white people are not racist. All white people do not have hate in their hearts. All of them, you know, are not that way. There is a huge percentage of them that are, but they're not all that way. And so for the ones that are, it's just in them. It's just in them. You know, so I don't know why we be, oh, really? They're racist? I don't know why we be surprised. Like, them too, they was trying to figure out why if the baby was going to be black. Now, y'all knew that. Now, y'all knew that they was going to be sitting up over there questioning how dark that baby would be. You know it. And I mean, black people, we ain't exempt because we do that mess too. Looking at the ear to see, you know, whether or not the baby going to be dark or not. It's all bullshit. And it's just ingrained in us. Like, I don't even know why. Slavery. That's why. You know, we can always go back to slavery because that's where it all went down, and that's where all the generational curses were, you know, conceived. All of them. Everyone you can think of, it all stems from slavery. They talked about them moving to Canada, and, you know, that not being a good situation either. They thought that they could go over there to Canada and do their works or whatever, but no. Oh, you in Canada? Oh, we not protecting y'all in Canada. No Secret Service. No, none of that. Y'all take care. Handle it on your own, okay? So, like, they just completely turned their backs on them. The family, that is. Harry don't have nobody but Meghan at this point. Because his family is just not willing to bend in that way. It's all about, you know, the process. And it's all about the institution, whatever. She was depressed and suicidal, and you know, we heard about that, you know, when she started doing interviews and speaking on it. She just straight up went to the institution, she said, for help. You know, she needed help because she was thinking about killing herself like on a daily basis. And so she went to them for help. Do you think that they helped? No. Nobody sent a doctor. Nobody sent over a prescription pill or nothing. No help from nobody. None whatsoever. Like, they completely dismissed her, disregarded the fact that mentally she just was at her wit's end. I'm sure that was the last straw for them. You know, I'm sure that was the, you know what, F the family. The family, me. Like, oh, well, let's just go, babe. So they back in the States. You know, of course, leave it to us to be there with our arms open wide. And Tyler Perry, you know, took them in and, you know, allowed them to live in his home and, you know, funded a whole security team for them. And, you know, he's protecting them. We can appreciate that. That's very good of Tyler Perry for him to step in and do that for them people. I'm trying to figure out why they needed that much covering, though. It's like, not y'all. They definitely didn't need it financially, but I guess it's the whole protection aspect of it all. Not having that protection, you know, and they're a royal family. They need that. So, shout out and kudos to Tyler Perry for doing what he's supposed to do. Oprah too. You know, by her allowing them to come onto her platform, you know, that's you for the cause too, Oprah. And I guess I ain't really no huge Oprah fan, but thank you, girl. Good looking out, girl. We appreciate you, girl. The black folks, we got y'all now. We got y'all. I don't know, you know, what's gonna come of this. You know, I'm sure, you know, something has to happen, you know, after they have told us all of this. You know, I'm sure we'll be hearing more and more and more about this as the weeks progress and as more is said by this person and that person. Piers Morgan over there mad, walking off set because he mad and in his feelings. Your little dirty racist slip showing too. Because if anybody could watch that interview and then be upset at what was said, you know, not upset at the way that they've been mistreated and the way that they've just been disregarded. No, you upset at the tea that's being spilled, the images that are being tarnished, Forget you too, Pierce Morgan. That's it on While I Was Out, y'all. I don't want to ramble about this all day because I can go about this. I'm not floored, surprised, or none of that by anything that those people said in that interview. It just, puts a stamp on it for me. Anyway, guys, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.